The MOJA Arts Festival returns for its 35th year. In this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups, I sit down one-on-one with City of Charleston Office of Cultural Affairs Director Scott Watson. And be sure to download the free Quintin's Close-Ups app in your Apple or Google Play stores.
Scott Watson, it's so good to see you again.
Good morning, Quintin.
How are you?
I'm fantastic.
That is so great to hear. As we sit here right now, we're heading into the 35th annual MOJA Arts Festival. What is that one word to describe the festival right now in your mind?
Beautiful. You know, right now, looking out the window here, clear skies in Charleston. This is the time of year when Charleston really comes together, and we might dodge a few raindrops here or there, or incur a little bit of weather disruption from time to time. You know, we feel with Florence behind us, and while we're thinking about everybody who's still dealing with the aftermath of the storm, we're so ready to celebrate together, kick off Thursday with the Mojo opening parade, and have 11 fantastic days and nights right through our finale on Sunday, the 7th of October.
Those 11 days and nights, what is your favorite when it comes to the MOJA Arts Festival?
It's probably actually the opening day, just because we worked so hard and so long on this all year round with the all-volunteer Mojo Planning Committee. So to actually see it come to fruition, where kids step off at Marion Square and Moja comes with a cacophony of sound and color right down King Street. Usually we startle people in restaurants or maybe up on the rooftop of the Riviera Theater, head down through the market, and there's just nothing like the excitement of anticipating what's about to happen. And then what we get to see is, whether it's the reggae block dance out at Brittlebank Park, or Heritage Day at Marion Square, or our finale in Hampton Park, these large-scale public gatherings where thousands of friends and neighbors come together. All they want to do is listen to good music, eat amazing food, be with each other, maybe get a little groove on, and this year we won't disappoint. The lineup we have really will make sure that people have a fantastic time. Very excited for our finale this year. We have supports through Meeting Street Schools and the Watuto Ensemble that we've had out at Heritage Day previously in the tree lighting ceremony last year. We'll be doing a 30-minute set to kick off our finale, and then the headline attraction is a band called Hot Buttered Soul, which happens to be, the lead singer is Heather Hayes, Isaac Hayes' daughter.
Right.
So we know they're going to get people out on the dance floor, and we just really love the whole energy about Mojo, but what we love most is seeing other people reconnect, make new friends, and celebrate together in the arts.
You talk about eating good food. Obviously, there's a big, huge event coming up, the Red Rice Day, and there's going to be discussion about that. How did Red Rice meet MOJA Arts Festival in your mind?
Well, it was kind of inevitable. So KJ Kearney, who is doing great work throughout Charleston with Charleston Sticks Together, and has been involved with some other initiatives at the office, particularly the Rainbow Road program that we had on Freeverse last year, and which will have kind of a second iteration this year at Freeverse. KJ started talking to us about it, and the idea is great. Let's all come together, let's find commonality through the cuisine. And my feeling was, how can this not be an extension of Moja Heritage Day? We don't want to kind of swamp one long-standing event with a new one, nor do we want to compete for audience. So we were really able to come up with a great day on our opening weekend, Saturday the 29th, where concurrently we'll have the Heritage Day activities out at the Charleston Farmers Market, Marion Square, morning into the afternoon. Sandrina Dunning's putting together a great band to close that out. From 1 o'clock down at City Gallery, KJ has the Red Rice Day panel discussions with 2 fantastic panels, including Sun Show coming down from Harvard. Chef Charlotte Jenkins is going to have red rice for folks to sample. And all while that's going on, Quadro Campbell has over at the college his African American Tourism Conference, which will be a series of seminars and networking opportunities that then comes over to City Gallery for their closing reception for their attendees. So to see all those different interwoven threads really just shows that the commonality of culture is what binds us together. And however you come into it, whether you have a kid who's performing in a praise dance ensemble, and this is their opportunity to shine for their aunts and grands and all of that, or whether it's somebody like Sandrina, where, you know, we last saw her out at Marion Square for the Mother Emanuel rally. That was right after she had been rained out of the Piccola Spoleto finale. But to know that she's putting together a band that, you know, really will show Charleston's finest musicianship and celebrate all aspects of African American Caribbean culture.
And what right now, as we sit here, is the meaning of MOJA Arts Festival in your mind?
Well, I think about the 35, not because, you know, hitting those milestones is important, but longevity. And, you know, throughout the decades, MOJA has probably taken different shapes and forms. It's been longer some years. It's been, you know, postponed due to evacuations in other years. But it's resilient. And that's a word we use a lot around the city. We want to make sure that we're able to take our best attributes and find ways to keep them sustainable and renewable, but most important, that they come through to give both our local residents and visitors to our city these really powerful experiences. And that's really what we're trying to achieve, is that in a climate that can be fairly heated in terms of either political discourse or a sense of division, when people come out to something like Reggae Block Dance, we are one. And that's the beauty of the concept of MOJA. It's not limited to a set perspective or even a certain aesthetic. So this year we'll have everything from Baroque cello with Wade Davis, College of Charleston alum who's been at the Color of Music, was at Piccola Spoleto this past season. And they'll do a free concert program at Mount Zion AME on Thursday the 4th of October. The musicianship there will be spectacular. The repertoire will largely be Western European, but there's no question we're showcasing 3 of the finest rising stars in classical music who happen to be African American. You then take that and put it opposite something like our Literary Corner event, where we're inviting back Tayari Jones. She was here in 2016, and it was the night that Governor Haley had issued the evacuation order. So she was able to speak to a couple of dozen people over at the Avery amidst epic traffic concerns, right. And we just thought it was a great opportunity to invite her back. The fact that she, in January, was selected for Oprah's Book Club, and recently was longlisted for National Book Award, and probably coolest, had Barack Obama tweet out that she was top on his summer reading list for An American Marriage. That just adds to the excitement. So we'll have her, right now we're planning at City Gallery on Tuesday the 2nd of October. If capacity becomes an issue, we might have to move it to a larger venue.
You talk about rising stars. I have to talk to you about Jonathan Christopher Wright II. Him and I were at the Black Kings Festival last year. This year, he's the actual poster artist. Why him, why now?
Well, it's pretty easy. When we saw John Christopher's work last year, and Paul Stoney made sure I saw it, and it was a great image that he came up with. You can see it over there at the library on permanent display.
Right.
It was very easy for us to agree with the planning committee that John Christopher deserved this opportunity. And we always look for points of intersection, so obviously being able to feature a local artist, even if he's up at Governor's School away for the moment, you know, he's a Charleston artist, and we love that. And I think he really did a good job kind of taking the direction, which we leave very much open to the artists who interpret, but to come up with something that suits the posters and the program guides. And I think probably the best place to look is on the back of one of our souvenir t-shirts.
I agree completely. Well, Scott Watson, the director of the MOJA Arts Festival in the City of Charleston Office of Cultural Affairs, thank you for your time. I really appreciate this.
Thank you, Quintin.
You're welcome. Yeah.